Hey everybody, it's Kyle here on the Stacks channel again with my microphone on today. So hopefully the video turns out a little bit better this time. And yeah, I don't have a lot to show off, but I do have a handful of things that I will, kind of present, talk about, and then also I got my YouTube 2024 music recap. So I'll kind of like bookmark that on the end of it to show that off. Yeah, I was kind of I don't know, let down I guess with the recap because the other recaps I've had on this channel so far, they've been, like like quarters at a time or whatever. But this one's just 2024, and it seemed to have just kind of just left out the whole like the last 3 months because it seems to just kind of compile the other things, and they did. I don't know. You'll see. I'll talk about that one in that section, but we'll just get started. First album here. Actually, I picked this up in September, and I just haven't even shown it off yet. That's Bauhaus in the Flatfield debut album, 1980. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 480. It's a reissue. But I got this at Homer's in Omaha when I was there on a work trip, and yeah, saw it. It was in their newly. I think they had it for like either it just got that day or it came in the day before. But yeah, we were just because I forgot what day I was even there, but yeah, we were talking about it and how it just like moved out of the store instantly. But yeah, it's a good album. I was well, I don't know if I should be showing off the cover art, but I was familiar with the cover art because I listened to this online and through other services, and there was a lot more songs on that I remember listening to because this here I think it's like 9 tracks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's 9 tracks on here. The album I'm used to listening to, I think, is like apparently the 1988 reissue, like CD version, or has like 17 tracks. And most of the like my top tracks off that, I only have like one of them off of here. Like Nerves, I think probably is my favorite track off this album, which is on here. It's Closer. I don't know. Nerves is like 7 minutes, something like that. It's a long song. It just builds and kind of just like lets loose at the end. And anyways, yeah, Nerves is my favorite track. But and the other, I mean, there's other good tracks on here, like In the Flat Field, Got in an Alcove. Um, yeah, I mean, Double Dare is good too. But the Dark Entries, I remember that being the opener, and apparently that's just on the reissue. I think it was like a single at this time. It wasn't actually on the album. But yeah, Dark Entries is on the CD version. Terror Couple Kill Colonel is on the CD version, and the Mark Bolan T-Rex Telegram Sam. I always thought that was a Bauhaus song. I didn't know that was a cover. But yeah, there's another. I'll give a shout out. There's a YouTube channel called Telegram Sam, and I was like, oh, she's cool. She's a Bauhaus fan. And then like, no, I'm out of the loop. It's it's a T-Rex. She's a T-Rex fan, Mark Bolan fan. But anyways, so yeah, that's I guess that's number one here is Bauhaus in the Flatfield. Number two, this was a recent pickup for me. This is Uringer, and I say recent pickup because I have both. I have the CD I bought when it came out. I just recently picked up the record. It was at one of my local stores, and I had a gift card, so I went ahead and just picked it up. It's well, I'll show it off, and then I'll start to describe it. Yeah, it's a double LP. It's gatefold. I don't know if anybody's on. I mean, it's not super exciting. The CD is actually more exciting, to be honest, and I'll show that off. But yeah, that's just a gatefold. This is a James Uringer, better probably known as Jimmy Urine. Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence. This is his kind of like a solo project. I believe it came out in 2020. And yeah, it's a double LP. These are just the standard black records, but as you can, well, you might not be able to see it too easily, but yeah, it says like Act 1, Act 2. It's broken into like 4 different acts, so kind of just basic labels there. But I'll switch over to the CD, and then that's when I'll start to actually talk about the record. Yeah, so this is, again, 2020, Jimmy Urine. I had to say Jimmy Urine, but it's Uringer is the name of this one. And it's, come on, there you go. Yeah, CD there. The CD gives me like Rob Zombie, like White Zombie vibes. If you're familiar with the kind of art direction of Rob Zombie stuff, that might look familiar to you too, or I might just be, on my own on that one. But let's see, this booklet has these little guardrail things on it. There we go. but yeah, so the CD book again. There are sleeves in there, but the sleeves I'll show you. Well, actually, they're kind of exclusive. They're just got this red design on it, but the CD one actually has all the lyrics and like special artwork for each song, and you can kind of read the tracks there. And this again, I need to start talking about the music. But yeah, track one is called Trigger Warning, and it just kind of opens up with kind of like one of those like announcer voices coming down, like a lady telling you like, "Hey, heads up, this album could set people off, and turn away now if you want to open your mind and be enlightened to truths and harsh realities of the world and stuff like that." And then it's probably, I don't know, 2 minutes of them just like listing off different topics that are on the album, which I'll try to have that like scrolling by me as this is going, because it's a long list. And then the song actually starts with "If it ain't you today, it'll be you tomorrow," I think is what it's called. Yeah, "If it ain't you today, it will be you tomorrow," and that has Serj Tankian on it from System of a Down, which yeah, I'm wearing the shirt today. I didn't realize that, but yeah, and that is pretty good. If you like Serj, if you like Jimmy, again, I'm not really doing a good job of describing the music, but I do. I love this album. I bought it twice, as you can see. Probably top track. I don't even know where to start. God, it's so good. Wuthering Heights. I mean, if you know Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights, he does a cover of that, and he also does a cover of What a Fool Believes by Doobie Brothers. That's on here. But yeah, there's also some other guest acts like Serj Tankian from System of a Down. I mentioned there's Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. There's Grimes. I think his wife Chantel Claret is on a track on here, and then yeah, there's 16 tracks, and it's broken in like each act is essentially 4 tracks. Except Act 1 has 5 tracks, and Act 3 has 3 tracks. Yeah, I'll have to. I'm doing a terrible job at describing the music. Yeah, I'd say if you know mindless self indulgence, which might be a very small percentage of the viewers here, it's not quite like that. Which is again not even the best description. It's more, I guess, cohesive. To mindless self indulgence is a bit semi chaotic. Just various sounds and everything going on in this, but this one's more, I guess, cohesive. And saying the word cohesive, this album is essentially like one track. I mean, it opens with like kind of this like kind of bell tone, which I mentioned there's some like announcer lady, but like the first second is just like some bell tone that just comes in, and then that takes off, and then as that wraps up, like it just seamless, it just transitions right into track 2, track 3. It's all just like one cohesive thing, and then when you get to the final track, it just ends on that same bell tone, and playing it on a CD on repeat, it's just like never ending. But listening into it on the vinyl, where you got to flip it over, like it just kind of comes to an end. Like each act kind of it's like comes to an end, and then it opens up. Like it kind of like fades to silence, which same on the CD. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'll just move on from this because I just don't know what else to say about it. But I guess one extra thought or story I wanted to share is there's a remix version of this album where it's just called Urine. It's the same cover art, but some of the letters are like burnt out or whatever, and it just says Urine on the front of it. That has like that's probably my favorite remix album. I mean I don't listen to many remix albums, but that one, all the songs are completely different than what's on here. Like it's same song, of course, but the structure of how they kind of were reimagined. Because I think there's a KMFDM remix of the Serj song, and then there's like Ashcode something. They do the Problematic. Yeah, there's just all the different versions of the songs that are on this album. They just sound totally different on that extra Urine album. So, anyways, yeah, we'll move on off of that one. And then the last one I got here, which I just picked up today, which today being November 22nd, 2024. If you know what came out today, this album here. Oh, and this is actually the Target version. I slid it open so I didn't have to struggle with doing that on the camera, but I haven't opened it yet. This is Marilyn Manson's new single or new CD, new album, I guess what you can call it. One Assassination Under God, Chapter 1. I like how it's called Chapter 1. And then again, I said I wouldn't struggle with. There we go. So, but yeah, apparently the Target, you get this exclusive O-ring cover, which I think is just just that. uh, so yeah, show that off. The extra dollar I paid compared to ordering off Amazon, but. Yeah, there it is. There's the actual cover art, and then the back I think looks, the back's actually identical, just the front cover, and then well, I'm just again checking out the inside. That's it. There we go. Oh, yeah, but yeah, there's a CD. It's kind of like a newspaper looking. Oh, is it like a poster? I think there's gonna be a poster. It's pretty cool. I think there's all the lyrics. I like that. Yeah, November 22nd, 2024. It's all the track lyrics, I believe, and probably some other credits down here. Yeah, dedicated to all the dedications, and then on the back there you got some new artwork. And then what else is in here? And is this just like a picture? Yeah, I guess you just get the front cover and another picture there. So again, I haven't listened to it yet. But I have listened to the singles off of it. The Secrets, As Sick as the Secrets Within, Sacrilegious, and Raise the Red Flag. Liked every one of those so far. So I'm really looking forward to actually listening to this. So that's all the goodies I have to show off right now. But as I fold this up, I guess we'll just kind of transition into the segue into my 2024 YouTube music recap. And so I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, we'll get started with the YouTube 2024 music recap. I don't know if I put the slides in the correct order, but I don't think it really matters that much. So yeah, the first thing it was telling me was that these are the vibes or something. Oh, and I guess just so you don't have this like big black square on the side of the screen. Let me try to turn on like a visualizer. 1 second. There we go. Okay, give you something to look at. So yeah, there we go. There's the first slide. Nothing too exciting. But then the next thing that it has for me is the moods. These are these YouTube recaps are strange, but supposedly I guess energizing was my most common mood, followed by dancey, and then sad, and then dramatic and upbeat. I have no idea where they come up with this stuff, but the actual first little bit of music here is apparently my top track is People Are Good by Depeche Mode. I managed to listen to it 143 times, and I guess that's just on YouTube because I listened to that countless other times on different devices. So I don't even want to know how many times I listened to that, but it's a good song. That one was, I guess, April 5th. Trying to think back when that could have been, what point in my life, what I was going through. I think it was, I don't know, probably just friend stuff, just talking to people, and I don't know, just hearing stories. I don't know, coping. I think this was like a coping song, but anyways, there we go. There's the top track. Depeche Mode, People Are Good. Moving on, the other top tracks include Too Soon to Tell, Diamonds. I think those top 3 tracks were on my previous music recap. Those bottom 2, those are new because those I just recently, Velvet Gloves and Spit. That is a recent one. That was probably, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago. And then Ovira, Cicos y Meliados. That one, I think I stumbled across that during the Japan Vinyl Tag that Brian. It's somewhere. I heard it on Brian's channel, and I think I was introduced to Brian via the Japan Vinyl Tag. So, that's a pretty sweet album. It's in Portuguese, and there's all. I mean, I forgot. I think he might describe somewhere. I stumbled across that it's kind of like the Brazilian like Queen, like they're, I guess, compared to Queen. I can see that comparison, and because that album I think is 1973. Yeah, it's 50 years old last year. So Yeah, sweet song. I'll try to draw, and like usual, I'll try to dump in some samples for these songs. That being one of them, because that one I like that one. I don't know how many people know of that one. Um, then moving on, apparently I was in the top 2% of Pixel Grip listeners. I listen 10 times as much as the average listener, um, which I don't know. I mean, I did listen to a lot, so I don't know how, what the top 1% is, how much they listen to Pixel Grip, but anyways, that's again an artist that has previously appeared on my recaps, and same with the presets. I know I listened to them quite a bit, but I don't know if they were my top artist. But according to YouTube, they are. And I think this here, no, I got two more after this. This is the top 5 artist. We got, yeah, again, repeats, presets, Pixel Grip, Depeche Mode. This top 2, I think that might be, I don't know, Lords of Acid might have been on the previous one. But yeah, I think KMFDM is also a newcomer for this recap series. It's Chicago industrial band. I had to have talked about them because and the reason they're on here is because they were touring this year, and I was really trying to get some of my friends to go, but it just didn't work out. So I was trying to convince them to go, and I was just trying to play a lot of KMFDM. Didn't work out, but anyways, Lords of Acid there, which I think on the next slide, I think these are the top 5 artists. Yeah, top 5 albums. I do have Lords of Acid again towards the bottom, but then Praga Khan, he is of Lords of Acid. And I didn't realize this, but Praga Khan is in a band called The Immortals, and The Immortals, I guess, is the artist behind Techno Syndrome, and Techno Syndrome is the Mortal Kombat theme song, essentially. So I had no idea that there was that link between Mortal Kombat and Lords of Acid, but that's pretty cool because I like that Mortal Kombat theme song quite a bit. And I think everything else has been on here before, so again, that was kind of what I was disappointed with on this recap was I don't know where the last 3 months went, because I listened to a lot of different artists that I guess just didn't get any mention on this recap. But so what I did was I just put a quick playlist together, and I'll try to transition into that, where it's just gonna be like a lame slideshow, but here we go. Let's turn that off. Let's get this ready, and there we go. So yeah, here's, again, I thought this would be, I don't know, my top track, because this one I listened to like nonstop, being Safe Mind, which is it's like a project of Augustus Mueller and I forgot the other guy, Lucy. I mean, Cooper B. Handy. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not even highlighting anything. But there you go. That's what I'm reading. So, and I guess let's try to, I don't know, let's do a quick sample. Try to not. Yeah, so there's the, again, I don't know why that one wasn't on the music recap, because I listened to that one like a lot. And then let's see. Oh, yeah, let me mute this. Yeah, Lights and Music, Cut and Copy. I don't know why I stumbled across this one again. This one is an older song. I want to say like 2004, maybe 2006. I don't. These YouTube things don't tell me anything. Well, it says released 2008, but that's probably accurate because sometimes they upload them way later. But 2008 might be accurate. We'll just keep moving. And then this is another one that, again, I listen to a lot that I wasn't familiar with. Mortis. I don't know how to say the actual name, but I like this song. I had on repeat, and I want to really check out more of his stuff, because apparently he was in Emperor before he went solo, and Emperor is like a black metal band. So, but this is not black metal. This is, here, I'll give a preview on this one too. Yeah, it's kind of dark industrial sounding, but not wouldn't classify it as black metal. So I'll mute that, and then moving on, more industrial sounding. This is Icons of Coil. with Andy, I don't know how to say his name, Andy Laplegua from Combi Christ. I had no idea that this came before Combi Christ. But just recently discovered these guys, and Shelter is an awesome song. And then you'll see more Combi Christ coming up. But then another artist that again didn't really get a shout out in the recap was Inesh. He I think he's in a bunch of different bands. I know he started in KMFDM. I think he's in Slick Idiot. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different projects that he's involved with, and then this Vooms, I think is how it's pronounced. It's different. Let me just. Well, there you go. You got a sample of that one. I'm only going to show how many more of these I got. I got 5 more, so I'll go quick. Combi Christ. I kind of mentioned Andy from Iconic Coil. This I kind of semi fallen off of Combi Christ after the We Love You album. They kind of took a sharp turn, in my opinion. They kind of left behind a lot of their industrial sound and went more just kind of metal. Which I mean I enjoy them, but I don't, when I want to listen to metal, I don't put on Combi Christ. I listen to different artists, but when I listen to like the dark industrial sounds, Combi Christ is one of my go-tos for sure. But yeah, Lobotomy is a good one. Ministry. These guys, I saw them live back in September. But I had no idea because I bought tickets to go see Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, and then when I got there, Ministry was opening. Ministry and Filter were both there, so I got to see 4 bands that I was expecting 2, but I got 4. So that was a good show. I liked Ministry. They put on a really good show. This next one here. This is the Revenge of the Land of the Long White Cloud, featuring Ariana Tikau, Jack Hooker, and Hayden Christian. This is, I don't even know. It's by Uringer, as I was talking about earlier. He contributed. This is like a compilation album where it was apparently like a bunch of New Zealand artists kind of just composed some music during the pandemic as they were doing their kind of self-isolation deal. And I don't know what the concept is, but this song doesn't sound anything like the rest of that album. Here we'll bring a sample in.
Now you may kiss me and take your leave.
Okay, nice. But yeah, kind of like a synth wave song. Again, I'm going quick. Oh, this one, Ostfront. I don't know. I only know maybe like 2 or 3 songs by these guys. My friend introduced them to me because I introduced him to Rammstein, and now he's huge Rammstein fan. And he's like, "Hey, you heard of these guys?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, give him a shot," and I did. And what I'm gonna do is try and find like the 40-second mark or something, and then I think it was around here where the song kind of takes a turn. Gives me some like Falco vibes here. Then it picks up a bit. So these guys are pretty cool. I like them a lot. And then again, just to round it out with 10 tracks that just were MIA for some reason. This is Contortion from Sextile. I wish I knew the guy's name because he's in a handful of other bands that I just recently discovered as well. We're gonna try and look him up real fast so I can give him a shout out. Well, okay. I'll have to just throw it on the screen because I'm going down some weird YouTube searching right now. But Anyways, there you go. That was my 2024 music recap with my own recap on the end, just that I felt I needed to do because I don't know. I was disappointed with the YouTube version. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.
Na noite da floresta, a lua iluminou a dança, roda, a festa, vira, 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 homem, vira, 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 lobisomem, vira, 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 homem, vira, vira. Bailão.
Well, I once saw the touch of your velvet hand upon my face. I recall velvet gloves and spit and your embrace.